Hi, everybody. This is Marilyn. I assume you can hear me more or less, or no? Thanks. Thanks, Jim. This is Marilyn, and it's Welcome to My World, the afternoon edition. It's about 2:30 on the 20th of November, which is a Friday. And I thought I'd take a second here and look at a couple of trades and see what we might be looking at next week. It looks like they got the crude oil bus driver in gear. Just about noon, about 12:30, when this came right off of the green ice line, and this was a nice run up to this half deviation. If you can sit through that, fine, and if you can't, there's nothing wrong with taking profit here and then seeing if you did want to take it on back. But look at the volume that came in here. This is why Daryl keeps, he is a volume freak if there ever was one. But once again, you got up to the top of this mountain, and our sharpshooter was painting these yellow candles. These are very, very valuable, I think. Very valuable. I think what may have pushed this in the afternoon on Friday, the rig count comes out. And it has gone, down 1 and 2 and 3 about every week. Well, today the rig count was down quite a little more. It was down, I think, 10 in the U.S. and about that. Yeah, and it was also down 10 in Canada. So that's just within the U.S. and Canada. That's 20 rigs that have come offline. Might make the price of oil go up a little bit. We'll see. Brent went up and hit its high, and it hit 45.5 and backed right off of that. But the VIX is trading just a hair under 16 right now. I don't know what that will do going into the close, but it'll give us a good idea if this is going to, if it continues down, especially Monday and Tuesday, the rest of the week, for next week, then these indices are likely to just keep on grinding up. They haven't made any big moves, especially, but TF did this morning, but it was the only one. Bonds went on up, and then since about 10:30, they've just had a nice trend down. They're trying to go back up now, but just for me, I like to trade bonds in the morning if and when anything appears. So next week, we're going to have, on Monday, we don't have any 8:30 news, but 9:45 is flash manufacturing PMI. It's not a significant one, and at 10 o'clock is existing home sales. So we'll see how that goes. I can't imagine that's going to move the market too much. There is also a tentative Fed announcement on Monday. So whatever that means, there's no time listed for that, but it's something to be aware of. I think I mentioned before, but I know a lot of people plan what they're going to do next week, and I've been asked about trading next week. Usually next week is a really good week for trading. Last year, Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, was probably the best trading day of the whole year for crude oil. I think it moved almost three uh, deviations. So deviation levels, it was a huge move. So I don't know, without my crystal ball operating perfectly, if that's going to be the case on Thursday, but it bears paying attention to. I will be trading. I will have my charts up on Thanksgiving, and the room will be open. So we'll see if any diehards show up, fine, and if they don't, that's fine too. If you don't show up, then we're kind of thinking you're having a wonderful Thanksgiving day. I don't see anything else. I find it very interesting that the Australian dollar has been going up and up. I don't know how long that's likely to last, but we'll find out. And the US dollar is also. The US dollar and the euro are getting closer and closer to parity, because that's going to be a big deal if they get at parity or within a little. Right now, it's the U.S. dollar is 99.63 half, and the euro is 1.06 half. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Daryl will be on at 3:30, and he's going to do a webinar, which will be recorded. Everything that we do is we'd really try to get it recorded and posted. So if you're still in the room at 3:30 or still around at 3:30, that is going to be well worth your time, because he's going to try to make it more clear for people to get very specific rules using this sharpshooter. And I really encourage everybody to get a lot more familiar with that. Anyway, I think that's about all I have. I am gonna I'll be around in the room for a little bit if there are any questions, but at 3:30, Daryl, usually on Friday afternoons, he's got some time when he does one of these things, so you can ask him some questions too. I think that's, oh, I know what else I wanted to tell you. I would pay very close attention to what is happening over this weekend in international news, because it could easily affect these markets considerably on Monday. So if you're not a news junkie, you might want to start paying attention to what's going on in other places besides the U.S. So I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next week. This has been my view from my world in Apex Land, brought to you by Apex Investing. Thanks.